welcome back to another episode of Nebraska Bassing. I want to thank everyone who watches our videos, likes our videos, and all who have subscribed. Me and Noah are getting ready to break 100 subs, and we want to do a giveaway for a later video when Noah can be here. But like I said, thank you all for watching. I hope you like these videos, and if you don't like these videos, make sure to let us know so we can change something up. And if you have any suggestions, let us know. As you can see, I am in a little bit of a different area today. I'm actually on a bar that I made for my parents, and I will show you what that looks like. This is the normal area where I film most of these videos. The table and the light up there, that helps with the lighting, obviously. Now over here is the bar I made for my parents, and I'll just give you a little rundown. When my parents got married, they honeymooned in Key West, and so last summer, I think, maybe 2 summers ago, I was really into just making things because I was super bored and didn't know what to do. So I made them in sort of an outdoor looking or an outdoor styled bar that you might see on a beach. So like this, I've got the pallet boards. Obviously you can see the wear and tear on here. And then I got Key West across the front. And it's supposed to look kind of messy, kind of like someone threw it together. Now one thing I really want to do is I really want to take these like string lights with the little paper lanterns on them and string them around the outside to give it that more of a beachy feel and more of a like flashy. This is what I'm filming off of today. I decided to change it up a bit because I know seeing it in the exact same spot with the camera in the same spot can be kind of boring. So today isn't like the normal videos I do where I either unbox something or I show you new baits like I did in the last video. Speaking of which, but check them out. Instagram and website are in the description. Today I want to go over some of the most well-known places in Nebraska and some of the best places in Nebraska to fish for. Well, of course we target bass, whether it be smallmouth, largemouth. The first one I want to start with is Holmes is the big lake that I live almost not quite down the street, but a couple miles away. The big lake in Lincoln. But if you go outside of Lincoln, probably 30 or 40 minutes, you'll run into some bigger lakes, more of quarry kind of stuff. I'm going to go through all the lakes and put the contour maps and how deep it is, tell you how deep it is, and I'll put the link to the website in the description so you can check out whatever lake you want. I'm pretty sure they have almost all the lakes in Nebraska on here. If not, I can probably find what you're looking for. But to start out with Holmes Lake, the deepest Holmes Lake gets is 16 feet, and that's right in the middle. I'll put a picture up here on the screen somewhere. And then it gets 14 feet, 12 feet, and 10 feet. Those are the 4 deepest areas that it gets. And Holmes Lake is a relatively big lake. There's 2 sections to it. There's the main part of the lake where the 16 feet and the 14 feet area is. And then there's a little, I don't know if you call it like a canal, I guess, or not quite a creek, connecting to a smaller part of the lake. In between that smaller part is a bridge, and that bridge actually has a net underneath to keep trout from getting to the other side. But in that smaller area, it has trout, obviously it has largemouth, bluegill, and they say there's smallmouth, walleye, and muskie in this lake, but I have yet to see any of those. Maybe one day we'll be lucky enough to hook up with a smallmouth here in Lincoln, but the only place that I actually know has smallmouth would be 45 minutes to an hour away from here. Okay, so the next lake I want to go over is Wanaho, or Wanahoo, however you pronounce it. Pronounced both ways. It is a very unique lake, I guess. For this area, it's very neat. It has standing timber, it's got mats, it's got really deep water for this area. you can only access it by boat. I mean, I say that loosely. There is places to fish on the bank there, but you have a much higher chance, better chance of catching fish out on a boat, actually out in the water. So the deepest that this lake gets is 25 feet, and then we have the trees that go up in the middle, and then you have the mats on either side. This lake is a very fruitful lake. A lot of big fish come out of there. A lot of fish are in there. They are known, especially for their largemouth bass. I know they have pike in there. They have panfish, bluegill, crappie, all that stuff. I don't know if they have catfish or anything like that. They might. Okay, so I'm sitting here editing, and I realized how bad the audio was, and I want to apologize for the audio. It just so happens when I film in my basement, like I said before, it's unfinished, and the echoing of when people are upstairs taking a shower or the water's running is really loud downstairs. So I apologize for that, and I'll try not to film during when people shower and all that stuff in the future. So the last lake I want to talk about is Lake McConaughey here in Keith County, Nebraska. This is like 4 or 5 hours away from where I live, and this is a lake that I want to go fish indefinitely. It's not going to be a trip up there and come back the same day, because that would be a 10-hour trip there and back, and obviously you need at least 4 or 5 hours to fish a lake that you've never fished, or just to fish in general. I cannot find a contour map to show the depths of this lake, but when I find one, I'll put it up for you guys, and you can find it. Okay, so I believe, looking at this, it says it gets up to 155 feet. I do not know how accurate that is. 160 feet. I don't know if this is actually true, but if that is, that's a lot deeper than I thought it was. But I will link this in the description as well, so you can find it. Very big lake, has a lot of big fish in there, and I'm very excited to go try and fish this. I at least want to go fish this in the next year, maybe for our little trip we're planning. Me and Noah and Captain X all want to go on a little tripping fish. We all want to go on a little fishing trip together after our senior year, and I don't know if we're going to camp or if we can find a place to stay, but it'd be so cool to go fish this. I've heard a lot about it, and I know it has giant fish. In my opinion, these are the 3 best places that you can fish in Nebraska. Obviously, I'm not going to give away our little honey holes, because that would mean they get overfished. I don't want that, because I want the big fish that are in there for the 3 of us, and I know that I'm not willing to share it, because as an angler, as a bass fisherman, you don't share those kind of things unless it's well, I caught this giant fish out of here, go fish over there while I fish here, catch the big fish, and over there actually has the smaller fish, and so they're wasting their time. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment. I will put all of these links in the description. Make sure to go check out Right Baits right there. Well, I think I'm going to go play some ping pong now. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share it. Don't forget to fish on.